Hello, girls and boys. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more on our dinosaurs and more topic. And last week you will have done this activity here where you had to look at the bones of some animals and compare their features to the animals that are alive as we know them. Okay? And from this we learned that from looking at the bones we could see a lot of the animal's features just by examining its bones. Okay? Now, today we're actually going to be looking at this in a bit more depth, and we're going to be looking at some particular features that we can see in animals' bones, and that is their teeth. Now, we can tell a lot from an animal or a dinosaur, in the case may be, by looking at its teeth. We can tell a lot by it, because different teeth have different jobs. And by looking at their teeth, we can tell how they may have behaved when they were alive. Even though there's no dinosaurs around now, we can still get some really good clues about how they behaved. All right. Now, to start this off, we're actually going to begin with our teeth. Okay. And I've got a sheet here. This is the week 7 activity. Your books, I actually labeled this week 6. So some of you have already done this first part of this sheet, and if so, great, you're ahead of schedule, no troubles. But it's actually, this activity was supposed to be for today, so we'll have a talk about it. Even if you have done it, this is still important. Okay. So it says, the types of teeth animals have is an important feature, and different teeth have different jobs. Okay. Some animals are carnivores, and they eat meat, okay? Other animals are herbivores and they eat plants. And humans are omnivores and can eat both plants and meat. And we do. Sometimes we can eat meat and sometimes we can eat fruit and vegetables, okay? It's good for us to have both, okay? And we will be able to see that by looking at our teeth. Now, there is an activity here, but before we do, let's just have a little bit of a examine of our teeth here. Now, if you've got a clean hand, all right, you can check this with me. We actually have some thin, flat teeth at the front of our mouth. These ones here, okay? These ones here, okay? You can actually feel them. But next to them, we have some sharp, pointy teeth. Okay? And then behind our sharp, pointy teeth, we have some, these ones back here, these are rough and bumpy teeth that are sort of wider and thicker. Okay? Now, this is the picture. I'll show you a real one. Let's try this one here. Okay, here's a picture of a funny guy flossing his teeth. You can see that the front teeth here are quite flat and thin, and then he's got his pointy one next to it. These ones behind here are a bit pointy, but they're much fatter and bumpier, okay? So we can see them on these pictures. Now, let's have a look at this activity, all right? Now, for this activity, we're going to need to get a piece of fruit. Now, you can use an apple or a pear or even a banana, but it has to be a whole fruit. It can't be cut into little pieces because we eat it differently if it's cut into little pieces. All right. Now, what you need to do is you need to go and get an apple, a pear, or some other piece of fruit, and then you need to bite it. And you actually have to think about, what teeth am I using for the job? Okay? Like when we bite a banana or we bite an apple, as I've written here, which teeth do we use for biting? Or we actually bite something. Which ones do we use to bite? Okay? And then after we've taken a bite, which teeth do we use to chew? Do we chew with our front teeth or do we go? No. Which teeth do we use to chew? Okay, so the teeth that we use for biting, I want you to color those teeth orange. And then the teeth that we use for chewing, I want you to color them green, okay? And then the last question is, which teeth are pointy like a lion's and would be best for tearing meat off a bone? We had to bite like a hard steak and rip it off. Okay? Which teeth are that? And we want to color those ones red. So you need to have some teeth orange for biting, some teeth green for chewing, and some teeth red for tearing meat off a bone. Okay. So you can do that activity right now. You can pause it and then keep watching the video afterwards, but I've got a little bit more to show you. And here it is. Okay. So once you've done that activity, or if you're just going to do it afterwards, we have a little bit of a reflection here. Okay. Now, what kinds of teeth do modern animals such as pets have based on their diet? Okay, we have to give 2 examples of animals, their teeth, and the types of food they like to eat. And then we can draw a small picture at the bottom. Okay, so let's have a think about this. We can tell what animals eat by looking at their teeth. Here's an example. All right? Here is an example of carnivore teeth. Carnivores eat meat. Okay? And carnivore teeth are these sharp, pointy teeth. Okay? Pointy teeth that are good for gripping and like stabbing and ripping. Okay? These are the teeth that carnivores eat. Okay? You can see that this guy here would have a lot of trouble chewing. He can't really chew very well, but he can rip things up very well. Okay? Then carnivores eat meat. Then I'm going to go over to this side. I'm going to look at this green one. This is herbivore teeth. Okay? Herbivores don't have don't have those sharp pointy teeth. Okay? They only eat plants like fruits and vegetables or grass. They don't need to tear meat off a bone or anything, so they have a different kind of teeth. When we look at this zebra here, you can see this is no good for hunting and down another animal, but it's really good for biting and tearing off some grass or some foliage. Okay, so they have a different type of teeth. Herbivores only eat plants. And then in the middle here, this yellow one, this is omnivores. Omnivores are like us, people, and chimpanzees. Omnivores have some teeth for meat and some teeth for plants, just like we do. Okay? Now you can actually see this chimpanzee, he's got these flat sort of chomping teeth at the front, just like the herbivore. And then he has these sharp, pointy teeth, much bigger than ours, like the lions. And then behind that, he has these chewing teeth, just like we do. So chimpanzees, just like us, we can eat both meat and plants. Okay. So I want you to give this activity a try. What I want you to do is think of 2 animals. You can use some that I've just showed you then, or maybe think of some that you know yourself. And write the animal's name, okay? And then write what their teeth are like. Are they biting teeth? Or are they ripping teeth? Or are they chewing teeth? Okay? And once you've written that down, you can ask, well, if they are, and what type of thing do they eat? Do they eat meat? Or do they eat plants? Or do they do both? So you have to write, are they a carnivore eating meat, a herbivore eating plants, or an omnivore and can eat both? Okay? So we can tell an awful lot about animals by looking at their teeth. So write down 2 animals, what their teeth are like, whether they eat meat, plants, or both, and then draw a picture of one and try and see if you can draw their teeth a bit so we can get an idea of what they look like. Okay. So, girls and boys, that is your job for today. Colour in this big set of teeth depending on their job and give 2 examples of animals and what their teeth are like and what they eat. Okay, we're going to learn more about this next lesson because our teeth actually have special names that we're going to be learning. But for now, give that a try, and I hope you guys have a great day. All right, see you later, guys.